reflect, and because of that, I don't think I'm going to see Nairo necessarily rely on that too much, but more so knowing his playstyle, he might be aggressive, leading in with a Nair, and then if the opportunity presents itself, maybe he will go for the auto reticle. And just as I said it, the aggressive playstyle of Nairo and looking for those opportunities when the time calls for it, you will see the auto reticle.
Palutena is interesting in this game because not only has her aggressive play gotten buffed a bit, but her passive play's gotten buffed a bit too, because you see Explosive Flame and you see Auto Reticle. They are definitely much stronger than they were in Smash 4. So you could maybe go for the projectile versus projectile game versus Pac-Man if you want to, but that allows Nairo to control the tempo. Yeah,
and right there, it looks like Nebula did not DI away from that down throw. A lot of times when you're playing against Palutena and you're at higher percents, you want to make her work harder for that KO by forcing her to go for the back air. But here it is, Nebula immediately just getting caught by that immediate 5-frame starter on that neutral air, allowing Palutena to just chain you to close to like 40%. It's a very tough situation to deal with. Nice, using a win box of the forward smash, but Nebula did have to be on deck.
Yeah, a lot of recovery options for Pac-Man, so you're not necessarily in a too bad a spot when that happens. But if you get caught on the double jump, Nairo moving and grooving right now.
Yeah, and honestly, I like Nairo's playstyle of Palutena because a lot of times where other Palutenas falter is they're too reliant on her zoning tools, which makes it easy for you to just rush her down and put her in disadvantage immediately when she doesn't have the best frame data. So good on Nairo to just apply that pressure where he can to put the opponent in the corner so that it can be way difficult for them to find their way out. And here it is, Nairo already showing that he's getting even better at Palutena using those edge cancels of the teleport.
That's the coolest part of Palutena's gameplay, I think, is going for teleport edge cancels. That's always impressed me in Smash 4. With Mewtwo particularly, he was the most popular teleport cancel character. But I like that turnaround backer just to present the invulnerable option and nowhere to run on the neutral getup. That is the cleanest 3-stock you'll see in this block so far.
Yep, absolutely beautiful 3-stock from Nairo. But I have to say, I'm incredibly impressed by Nebula, realizing that, yes, Nairo went for the down throw. Let me fully DI away this time, so that he doesn't get that free follow-up. You saw that. Nairo tried to attempt to get a back air follow-up, but right there, Nebula was way too far away. Nairo probably expecting the DI in again, as Nairo goes for quick down throws, which can catch people off guard if they want to mash, because out of a grab situation. If you try to mash expecting pummels, then you will potentially put yourself in a bad situation where if your opponent throws, you're already messing up your DI. But now we have a character switch from Nebula.
It is going to be that Pokemon trainer. I am very curious to see what Nebula might have cooked up here with this character. Someone who has had a high stock, I think, in the opening salvos of Smash Ultimate. A lot of people were really confident that Pokemon Trainer was going to be solid, but people have lost faith in the trio recently. I think it's because I think Squirtle's still a little bit underexplored in the meta. Ivysaur is, of course, insane. Everyone knows how crazy that character is. And Charizard, while not as strong as the other 3 characters, definitely has his uses.
Yeah, honestly, when Pokemon Trainer got announced, I wanted to just only play Ivysaur, and then when I realized that I'm probably going to have to learn all these other characters because of, you know, if I were to get KO'd while using Ivysaur, it's going to switch to another character, right? So I just said, all right, I'm not going to take that path. In any event, of course, it's still early, and we're going to have more people try to figure out ways to move these characters up the ranks. I mean, Leffen has did a really good job of just showing how amazing the character can be at Genesis 6.
And using that withdraw to just extend the combo, there is invulnerability on that move, which is useful as kind of like soft parry certain options if you know exactly what an opponent is going for. And you can mix up out of it, which makes it relatively safe here on Squirtle. Helps his rushdown game quite a bit, but Nairo does not look slowed down in the slightest by said rushdown. And whoa! The softest gimp!
Yeah, just literally trading right there with the recovery option, making it tough for a Nebula to come back on stage. And it looks like it might be too little too late as Nairo, wow, double up air to the neutral air. And to be honest, that was smart because up air did get a startup nerf. So he just, oh my gosh.
All right.
What a madman. Beautiful job though, Nebula not falling for all these amazing parlor tricks we're seeing here from Nairo.
He found the perfect time to be Charizard, but...
Oh, he knows the swap tech right there. The swapium, as they call it. Okay, nice.
But that back air is almost enough to take out Charizard, and lingering as much as possible to stay alive. Very last moments of this game, too. Charizard is the heaviest, of course, of the 3 Pokemon. He'll live a little bit longer, but I think his back throw could still be enough. No, instead he goes forward throw bear, just for a little bit of extra damage.
Exactly. Now, if Nairo were to cross up with the roll again, that'd probably be the loss of a stock. But instead, you see Nebula, he's trying his best. Actually went for the third jab, too, which is unsafe.
So this is actually, okay, I was going to say a Charizard thing, but it doesn't matter. Charizard's out of here. See you later. Nairo moving on with the 2 stock in game 2. If Charizard had gotten a grab, he could have done the back throw bear, which probably just kills at 30 with that rage. So playing around that brilliantly here is Nairo crossing up shields, just using the slowness of Charizard to his own detriment and making sure that was an easy game.
Okay, I wasn't sure right now if Nebula was actually going to ask Nairo for a selfie, but he's just like asking him for tips right